Hi Jim, thanks for sharing this file with me. Um, I'm on let's have a look, on the products page here, and the first thing I notice is that if I select the text here, you've got one text cursor, um, and that is the whole page is in one text cursor. I can understand, say, having that bit, say this bit there, in a text cursor and then giving something else in another text cursor. The problem is I've deleted your mobile one, so I'll just go into utilities, website variants, create a 480 pixel, create, close. I'm now in the mobile section, and you can see that obviously you've got to get everything down, but I'm not going to bother doing the headers and stuff. It's just that with this text here, which I think I'm going to have to move it across a bit to get that text in to fit like that. The text remains the same in the main one, but in the mobile one you can see that everything is sliced down. Even if I just adjust the width a bit, when you start to come down and see where your buttons are all over the place. Your text now is all on the page, but your buttons are each and everywhere, and you'll have to reposition those. And I don't know which button goes with which text or whatever. So what I've done is I've had a look at it, and I've got one here, and what I've done is only made a one page, which is a products page, and I've tried to make everything look pretty similar. So you've got this table behind it, then you've got the title of whatever the shell size is and the diameter is. Then you've got the price, and the price, and then you've got these placeholders. Basically, they're exactly the same as yours. I just haven't gone along to go, say I've said edit, generate a placeholder, or automatically apply. Okay, I tend not to bother to do that. Apply. I'll just give that a flat fill again. I tend to use all my placeholders. Move this over here, purple, because it's not something I use very often. And I'll just shut that down a bit. So there you've got everything you need for the thing. You've got this background table, which is not a table in as much as a website table, just a background that matches the foreground there. And the other thing I noticed in your file that you supplied, if I have a look at this text here, it's got no style. There's no style, so you're not using styles at all. And I think it'd be a good idea for you to get into the habit of using styles, because you can very quickly update the styles of the text. So I've got this. This is just an anchor. If I show you the name, it's just anch equals 1, and it's also got a file name equals anchor. So it's the same image throughout. Okay, you wouldn't want that normally showing, and that's why I've filled it with a a named colour which is green, so if I wanted to get rid of it, not get rid of it but hide it, I just move that named colour across to white. Sorry, I don't know why that did that. Oh yeah, let me undo that. I didn't. Right, if I bring in the name colour anchor here, slide that across to white, those anchors still exist. If I go down to wire view, they're still there, but they're not showing. So I'll just undo that, so you know they're anchors. Then with these, I think there's a slight problem in as much as when if you create, first off, if you create a variant and create a mobile variant, Xara will just automatically do that, and then you just have to move those around. What I'll do is I'll go into utilities. Let me just save that a minute. Utilities, website variants, I'm going to delete this 481 at the moment. Delete, close, so we've only got, let's just move this over here a bit, so we've just got that one gym there. If I then go utilities, website variants, create, 480 will do fine, close. If I now look at the mobile version, which we're in here, you can see that only half of your tables are on that thing. I won't go into the into changing the headers here either for the time being, because I'll supply this file at the end of this table, but I can drag select that. Actually, you could soft group each one of those and just move it down like that. And then if I test that, remembering I haven't done the header, you've got these non-tables, if you want to call it that, each side of each other. If I go to anchor 3, it goes to there, and go to top. Anchor 4, which is that one, it goes to the same, goes to top. I can reduce that down, and for some reason, until I save it, you get that thing. I don't know why that's what's causing that, but if I save it and then reopen it, that scroll bar, vertical scroll bar disappears. So if I go anchor 4 and go to top, and I'll just close that, save it, shut it down, just to prove what I'm saying. File, open recent gym, and then if I just go to test it, you can see that the horizontal scroll bar has disappeared. You've only got this vertical scroll bar. If you go to anchor 5, top, anchor 4, top, anchor 3, because these don't relate at the moment. They relate to it, but don't seem to relate to anything particular. And again, sometimes for some reason that doesn't move across on the thing. The one issue I have with trying to use that, if we go back to the main and I select that table, control K to clone it, move it across to there like that. And I'll call this Jim's link, and I'll give that feeling generous $5, $10, $18. I then obviously have to put in the correct code that's supplied by whoever you're getting the code from. Otherwise, you just cancel across. If I select that and go website variants, share with all variants, comes up with this. Some of the selected objects cannot be live shared on the variant pages. Do you want simple copies of these? And just go ahead and say copy. Then if you go into mobile, and I'll have to zoom out here, let's go to 50%. That's come out there. I can move this down here. Whoops. Sorry. Zoom to selected. That still stays James Link. That stays the same. That stays the same. But I think you have to not only edit the main page, but also edit the mobile section. That you can change the text, you can change the header, you can change this diameter, but you've got to individually give these placeholders the same code. They don't seem to follow across. Jim's link. I don't know why that's gone back over there again. Let's put it back here. Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know why that's changed, but let's make this. You want to make a lot of money, so I'll make this $500 for $250. 1,000 for 500. 1,800 for 1,000. You're going to be a rich man. And then go back into the main page. You can see that those have changed. So that's quite a good way to do it. The other thing to notice is that if I've got 3 different text styles here. One's called subheader, which is on the top of that table. This is called diameter. So if I should want to make that, if I go diameter and make that red, and then go, you get a little plus sign there, and the style go update diameter in this variant to match, and then that all changes from red to from white to red. If I look at the mobile, it still remains white. I'll just put that to 100% so we're looking at the same thing at the same time. This text here I've got is price quantity, so the style is price quantity. So if you wanted to change the font for that, you could just go ahead and change that font, and that will change all of those price ranges, font sizes, colours, whatever you want to do it. So that's the good reason of using styles. And the other good reason for using styles is that if we look at this text here on the main site, it's Arial 12 pixels. If I go into the mobile and look at one of these headers, it's Arial, but it's 14 point, so it's bigger. Similarly, the style here is diameter, but it's 14 point. And if I wanted to even put that up to say 16 point, say 16 point, just get a little bit of it, 16 point. I don't know why it does that, should get a plus next to it. 16 point, Yeah, it's got a plus to it there, and go update diameter in this variant to match. Don't do update diameter to match, because that will update it on both the pages. If you just go update diameter in this variant to match, you can see that they all get bigger size now. There should be 16, isn't it? Yeah, they're all 16 now. So that's the way I'd go about it. I hope that helped, and I'll attach this file so you can have a look at that. Cheers, all the best. This is Egg. Goodbye.